Good morning everyone, today is another pre-maintenance checklist video, which means I'm going to be telling you guys what to do before the coming maintenance so that you don't miss out on certain campaigns as well as events. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So the very first thing I want to remind everyone is, of course, the Arks record badges. Make sure that you do all of them if you do care about these Arks record badges, because this time's Arks record badges are very easy to obtain. All you need to do is do the Ordinal tower. You can do it in solo mode as well as group mode and double dip and get 2 rewards. So as you can see here, I did this on my braver ones. Unfortunately, I only get the participation reward because, you know, there's a bajillion other players that are better than me, but it's perfectly fine. You know, I don't really care. 3 Arks record badges is fine for me, because I'm actually going to do it on all 9 classes. Now, if you don't have the time to do it on all 9 classes, it's perfectly fine. You know, you don't have to do it. It's just, if you do it on all 9 classes, that's actually 27 Arks record badges, so that's really nice. But if you don't have time to run all 9 classes, or you just don't care and you don't want to do that, just run the group version, because the group version will actually reward you 20 Arks record badges for just participating. So this is super easy to do, and you can pug this, so you can join a random group. So in order to join a random group, all you're going to do is open up the map. You're simply going to select your Ordinal tower at rank 7. That's very important. It has to be rank 7. You're going to click on this and simply just click on Start Quest. Once you click Start Quest, it'll automatically help you find a party, and you can just go in with 2 people, 3 people, or 4 people. It doesn't matter. And you just clear it, and boom, 20 Arks record badges in the bag. Super easy. Now, for my friends who want to run the solo version, in order to run solo, you click on Configure Matchmaking Settings and Start. Click over here, and all you need to do is type in a password. Now make sure that you don't type in 1 or type in A, because I know like 50 gajillion people are doing the same thing. They're using the same password. That will matchmake you with those people using that password. So be a little bit smarter, you know, use ABC instead. Don't actually do that, guys. I'm sure a lot of people are going to do ABC now that I told them to do so in this video. So use whatever password you want. I usually use my name as a password. There you go. That's my pro tip, because most people don't type in your name unless your name's like a really common name or something. But that's the password that I usually use. All right, the next thing that you need to do is, of course, collect all of your Randomite, because remember, Randomite is a weekly respawn thing, so you want to make sure that you collect all your minerals. As I said before, you know, I'm aiming for 10,000 of each mineral. You guys should probably aim for around 5,000 per mineral. I think that is a good safety net number. Obviously not Blizzardium, you know, you don't really need 5,000 Blizzardium. I kind of have a funny feeling that Blizzardium is kind of obsolete after you make your Kaiser weapon, but who knows, they might prove me wrong. Maybe our Kaiser weapons will be able to be upgraded into some new weapon which might need more Blizzardium, but personally I don't think so. If they're going to add in like an upgrade system for a Kaiser weapon, I personally think they're going to require some mineral from Stia, probably that hexasite or whatever it was called. They gave away a little bit of information from the Stia expedition tickets. I think they're actually called hexasite. That's actually the mineral that you might need to collect in Stia. Oh, by the way, you know, Stia's over here, so I am quite curious on how the Stia region is actually going to be designed, because it looks awfully small compared to all the other regions. So yeah, I really hope that there's like more layers to it. Maybe there's underground or above ground or something along those lines. Or maybe they take a page out of Sonic and they put a castle inside the volcano. Next up is the Urgent Quest schedule will be ending after maintenance, so we will go back to a fully randomized Urgent Quest, and yeah, you won't know when UQs are actually coming up, which kind of sucks, but you know, if we give enough feedback that we really like the schedule Urgent Quest, I'm sure they will revert back to it. We've been getting these scheduled Urgent Quests more and more frequently, to be honest, if you've noticed, so I think it is something that a lot of people really want and really appreciate, since that way I can plan my day in advance, so I know when to actually log on to PSO2 instead of just logging on and being like, oh wow, I just missed an Urgent Quest, or logging in and like the Urgent Quest is about to end and it's like 2 minutes left, and you're always in this mad dash to try to get into the Urgent Quest ASAP and fill up the room so that you can actually get credit for it. So I do hope that they bring back schedule Urgent Quest as a permanent thing in the near future. Now next up are the AC scratches. So Monster Masquerade 2022 is going away, so if there is any cosmetic items you want here, you might want to pick them up ASAP. But more importantly is the AC Support Select 4. This is the one with all the special Addy capsules. So when you go to price list over here, you can see the Addy Def Mel Raw as well as the Addy Def Mel Tech. These are the main expensive ones. So you might want to pick up a couple of these because I'm sure that in about 2 to 3 months time that these will go up in price once the supply dries out, because well, you know, it does give 3% potency. It's pretty nice. It's really good. It also gives a floor potency. But then again, in the steer region, they might introduce crit rate. If they introduce crit rate and you can actually push your crit rate to something reasonable like 50 or 60%, then floor potency is definitely going to drop in value, because I think a lot of people, myself included, are going to be jumping on the crit rate train because I am a big fan of crit rate. I am not a fan of the floor potency thing. So it's really up to you whether you want to invest on these capsules or not. Personally, I'm not investing into these because I want to see what the new armors are, what the new gear, what the new augments are in the steer region. And after I confirm all of my different choices, then I might decide to buy these capsules if needed. But I know for a fact, if I do need to buy these capsules in the future, I will have to pay for a premium. You know, a lot of people are going to be jacking up the prices if this is going to be the new meta. Then yeah, unfortunately, you're going to have to pay an arm and a leg. Now, a little bit of food for thought is the Gunslash class is coming out relatively soon, maybe in like the next 3 months. So if you have an excess amount of Meseta and you like to gamble, you might want to pick up a couple of these range Addy capsules and sit on them, because if the Gunslash class does come out and it is a range damage type, I'm pretty sure that a lot of these capsules are going to go for a lot of money, because I can guarantee that a lot of people are going to want to play the Gunslash class because it was super popular back in base game. So I know a lot of people are waiting for it to come out in NGS, and they're all going to jump onto that hype train. And there's a lot of opportunity there to make a lot of Meseta if you are a gambling person, because if the Gunslash class does come out and it's melee for whatever reason, then yeah, then you would have lost a lot of money. So yeah, trust your heart. This is just food for thought. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.
What can I say except you're welcome for the heals, the boosts, the res.